We're back again with another episode of Pure Perspectives. I'm pleased to be joined once again by Willis Richardson. Willis, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Today we are talking about the 5 things that you need to be knowledgeable about in order to get a mortgage in 2025.
That's right. 5 and 25.
5 and 25. I guess where is the first place to start? I guess, Willis, if you're sitting there like you're a first time home buyer or maybe haven't been in the market in a while, what's number one? What's top of the list?
So top of the list is, you know what? I'm going to go a little bit different than how I thought. Top of the list is income. You need to have some source of income. You can be self-employed. You can be an employee and be a W-2 employee. You can have retirement income. You can have disability income. You can have assets that we deplete to generate income for you. So there's a lot of different ways to get into a home and have that income qualification, but you do have to have some sort of income. And that is going to drive how much home you can be approved for based on some of these other categories. The second thing that's most important is credit score. Your credit score is going to drive what kind of products you can qualify for. If you have a credit score below 620, you can't do a conventional loan. You're either going to have to be a veteran or you're going to have to do an FHA loan. If you're up above 680, basically almost every kind of loan product out there you can qualify for. Your highest rate bucket, the best rate you're going to get on most of these products is when your rate's above 760. So if you're at 800, that's great. We're glad, but you're going to have about the same rate as somebody that's at 760. So, if you know that you're at 740, you kind of want to work and get to that 760. And the neat thing is with credit is that we can repair that while you're under contract on a house or while you're going through a refinance. We can do some quick credit repair, let you know, hey, you need to pay this debt down, you need to pay
Hmm.
this debt off, you need to have a balance of $10 on this debt, you need to open a new credit card, whatever it might be, to get you above that next threshold so that you get that better rate, lower closing costs, and things like that. And that's something that you can do during the loan process. The third thing that's really important to know is how much do you have for cash due at closing? Now, I'm saying cash due at closing because cash due at closing makes up 3 things. It's down payment, which everyone's like, okay, I know I need to have a down payment. That might be on some of our programs, it might be as low as 1%. It might be 5%. It might be 3.5%. It might be zero with some of the programs that we have. But that makes up a part of the cash due at closing, but you also have to pay closing costs. You also have to pay your prepaids, which would be your homeowner's insurance for the first year, because you always pay homeowner's insurance at the beginning. So right now we're paying homeowner's insurance for 25, 26. Your escrow is collecting for 26, 27 when that bill comes due next year. We're always that's going to be something that's due at closing is the first year of homeowners insurance. Another thing is you have to set up your escrow account if you're going to escrow. So you need to put aside 3 months of taxes and 3 months of homeowners insurance on these purchases that you're doing so that next year when those bills come due,
Yep.
they can be paid.
Yep.
You need to kind of have an idea of what that number is. Now, the neat thing is everyone's focused on rates and they think rates are high, and they are higher than they were a few years ago. No one's going to say they aren't. But the high rates are making it a great opportunity for buyers to buy right now. Because here's the cool thing, and this is the fourth thing that you need to know as if you're wanting to buy a home in 2025, is that it's a great time to buy because as a buyer, you have a lot more power than you've had at any time in the last 5 years. You can ask for something that's called seller concessions when you're making these offers on these homes so that maybe they cover part or all of that cash due at closing. Now, they can't cover your down payment.
Hmm.
You still have to come with whatever the minimum down payment is, but they can cover that first year of homeowners insurance. They can cover all the title fees. They can help you buy down the interest rate with that seller concession. They can cover setting up your escrow account. In some of these cases, people are getting 10, 20, $25,000 in seller concessions to put towards these closing costs and then to also buy down the rate farther than they would ever choose to buy down if they were having to come up with their own money. So it's a great time for a buyer to buy. And, looking at rates, that's the last thing I would say. people need to know in 2025 and about getting a mortgage is that rates are higher than they have been. But you know what? Since the beginning of the year, they've been trending downwards, and that's without the Fed touching anything. So there's a lot of positivity around the market right now, and we're seeing rates trickling down. Now, I don't know what they're going to do throughout the rest of the year, but the neat thing is about getting into a home, you can get into a home now that's going to be the cheapest that home's going to be in the next 3 years, because home prices are projected to go up over the next 3 years and even longer with some states. So, but rates, they're going to go up and they're going to go down. So what you do is you get into the house now at the cheapest it's ever going to be. And then you go ahead and refinance once rates come down. The old adage is you marry the house and you date the rate. And that
Yep.
it's an adage because it's true.
Mhm.
You want to get into the house today because it's going to be more expensive in 6 months, a year down the road. But in 6 months to a year down the road, rates might drop, and then boom, you refinance, you get that lower payment that you were wanting at the beginning.
Yeah, I think the other thing to factor in, because in a lot of the markets that we're licensed in, inventory is an issue. If you think inventory is tight now, wait till rates go down. Right,
Yeah,
you're adding a ton of home buyers into the market, competing for those houses. Prices are going to go up. So to Willis's point, now is the cheapest time you're going to get that house, because once we're assuming rates will continue to trend downward based on the economic indicators we're seeing, you're going to have more demand for those homes. So yes, date the rate. You can always refinance, get in, obtain the asset. If rates go down, we can help you with a refinance, lower your cost. But when we say that, it isn't just a means to say you need to get going now. It is true. Like, the facts show that there's going to be appreciation on that property. Would you rather go to someone else or you, right? You're getting the house now. Yes, you may not love the interest rate, but interest rates change. We can help you there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just think about all your friends. It's not like they've stopped having kids. It's not like they've stopped getting married. It's not like they've stopped getting divorces. The only life event that still demands that you get a house right now is that you move. Like, hey, my job transferred me, or I took a new job. Those people are still buying right now, but all those other people are sitting on the sidelines waiting for lower rates. The second those rates come down, all those people for the last 3 years that have been waiting are going to start flooding in. And it will change the shape of the market because we don't have inventory, just like you said.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in my market here in Northern California. We're seeing well north of asking, over 10 offers. Like, it's insane, the demand. You start looking at 5% for a 30-year
Mhm.
fix. That's going to, I can't even imagine what the market's going to be like then. So now's the time to go. And I think it's important to understand that your loan officer is a resource to help you with all this, right? How much down payment do I need? Well, let's figure out what loan product is best for you in your situation right now. How much are closing costs? We're happy to talk through that expense. Make sure you're comfortable. Further explain how seller credits work, that we can help offset some of those costs. So you lean on your loan officer for a lot of this. You're not on your own. You're not out there to figure it out. Yes, you need access to cash. I'd say, whether it's from savings or family gift, we need to understand all those dynamics.
Well, and if even if your credit is low right now and not above that 620, maybe it's 590 or something, you can start working on that right now. So the faster you know where you're standing in all these areas, the easier it's going to be when it's time for you to buy. Because maybe you do need to work on credit, and right now isn't the time to buy, but in 6 months it will be when your credit's better. But the sooner you know, the sooner you can start working on it. So, yeah, just remember the 5 things to know in 2025 are: know where your income is, know where your credit is, know where your cash is so that you can have that down payment, know that it is a good time to still buy, and that rates are going to go up and down. But right now, you can take advantage of all the buyer concessions and the things that we see, especially in our market in North Texas. You can take advantage of those kind of things and then just refinance once rates come down later.
Yeah. And just a reminder, we're a broker, so we have access to a number of lenders. We're not going to one place and saying yay or nay. We're going to be able to explore a number of different options for you through our lender network. So, Willis, as always, great information. Thanks so much for taking the time. Hopefully you guys all found this helpful. Again, please subscribe or follow. If you have ideas for additional content, please leave them in the comments. We enjoy doing these and we enjoy getting the feedback from you guys. So please keep it coming. All right, Willis, thanks again. Have a great day. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. Remember, if you have mortgage questions, DM me or contact information in the comments. I'll be glad to help you out.